Hello there. Wow, this is of course my lovely Linux Mint, and everything's just working on in here, and of course I'm doing my gaming in here. This is Zara. This is 22.2, Linux Mint 22.2 I got here. I'm not upgrading to 22.3 as I explained in my other video. Anyway, for this video, what do I have? Well, I found online a code you have to put on in if you're having NVIDIA troubles. Now, at the moment, I have upgraded last night to the 590.48.01. In fact, there are two. There's a 580 one as well. There's another 580. 580, I don't know, one. Let's have a look. It'll be in the actual drivers itself. Let's take a look. Should be here somewhere. Bloody hell. Yeah, driver manager. Let's just go in there. Upgraded to 2. The one that they recommended in the end was the 590, but there's also this 580.126.09, and that was doing all the flicky wicky stuff as well. It's like, for flipping hell's sake, what the hell's going on? Why is it doing that? So I had a look online and I come up with this code, and that's all you've got to put on in to your terminal here in Xfce. Anyway, I don't know if it'll work. It won't work in Cinnamon because that's completely different, although Cinnamon has got some Xfce inside it. I doubt if that would work. But then again, you might not be facing the same thing that I'm getting in Xfce or other people are getting in Xfce. I rather use a lightweight OS. I can't put up with all this boingy-woingy stuff that you get in KDE with the mouse. I can't put up with the heaviness that it feels like. People are saying how light it is. Really, is it? Is it that light? Is it that speedy? Is it really? Now that you've moved to Wayland, now that you're in Wayland land, away from X11, is it really? Actually, X11 is actually lighter because it uses less resources. Even though I've got a compositor on in order to be able to get my panels to be invisible, but I've got none of these flash effects like you get in the likes of Cinnamon or in KDE or in GNOME, for instance. All these flash things going on. So is it any lighter? It puts this big, heavy thing over the top, Wayland does. Is it there yet? Well, it ain't out for every environment, is it? I'll give it another 20 years before it's in every single environment. So it's like default. There's no more X11 whatsoever. I'll give it another 20 odd years. Anyway, that is what you need. I'm going to leave that down below of this video. That's what you need to get if you're experiencing in Xfce after upgrading your NVIDIA card driver. Any flicking going on like I experienced in Cache OS. I might even go back to no, I probably won't actually. I'll stay here in Linux Mint. I'm getting really high frame rates here in Linux Mint. Absolutely amazing. All the games that I've chucked at it so far are all working flawlessly. And I don't need VSync on or anything like that in my games. Just don't need it, because otherwise you just lose frame rate. You don't need VSync, obviously, because if you switch on, if you've got an NVIDIA card, if you switch on your pipe composition that's in the settings and save your settings, then you'll be all right. You'll be fine. You won't need VBlanks switched on. Anyway, so that switches the VBlank off here in Xfce and everything's tickety-boom. No more flicky wicky of the NVIDIA driver mucking around, and it's all because they forgot one little thing. They forgot about X11. They just relying on getting stuff on out there with Wayland support all the time now. Wayland's beginning to take over no matter what environment you're in. I mean, I've got X-Wayland on here installed, but it's not full Wayland. I haven't got full Wayland here in Xfce because it's still buggy. It's still buggy as anything. So we won't have it. And I'll give it another 20 odd years. 10 to 20 years I'll give it to be here in an Xfce environment. I'm telling you that now. So the next upgrade that I do to the, at least I'll know what to do in case of it flicky wicking, because otherwise, obviously that driver's switching that, will switch that back on, I wonder. Probably won't, and it'll probably be all right now. But just goes to show, doesn't it? They keep mucking around, keep releasing all these drivers all the time. What has this driver got that the other ones didn't? Okay, fair enough. So now it saves. It saves your configuration file. This 591 does straight away. It saves it without griping like the 581 did. At least they fixed that. But what else has it got? It's just full up with Wayland crap at the moment. And they're not thinking about X11. That's what it seems like to me. They've like forgotten about us. They've forgotten a little thing inside there. But at least, thank God, I was able to find a fix online. Because otherwise that would just do my bloody head in. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Like I say, I'll leave that down below. I haven't tried the other command out. I didn't try that one out. I just done that top one that I've highlighted there. Okay, and I'll leave that down below, and I'll let you decide on what you want to do if you're having problems. Just put that in and reboot. That's all you've got to do. Don't forget to push enter after you've put it into your terminal. Yes, you're going to have to use your terminal, I'm afraid, because there is no GUI for you to be able to switch that off with. All right? To all you newcomers who are scared of the terminal. Well, I don't know why people are scared of the terminal. I really don't. I don't get where that came from. And I'm pissed off of hearing about it. People, oh, I'm scared of the terminal. Fuck me. I was chucked in at the deep end back in Ubuntu 10... back in 10.4 Lucid Links, when that was my first Linux distro. Chucked in at the deep end, had to go straight on into the terminal, had to learn how to use it straight away. Bloody hell, Linux has come an awful long way since then. I'm telling you that now. And back then, we were on old CRT bloody monitors, and the resolution I wanted was 1024 by 768. That's what I wanted after getting an NVIDIA driver installed. But no, it put it up to 800 by 600, which was absolutely massive. And you had to use the tab button in order to, and count in your head how many times you push the tab button on your keyboard in order to get down to the apply button to tell NVIDIA drivers that that's the resolution that I wanted. 1024 by 768. Absolute pain in the fucking arse. And people gripe about the terminal now. It took, back with Ubuntu 10.4, to get it sorted out properly and to get it to how you wanted it. You're talking over an hour or so of getting it up and going. And back then I wasn't even gaming in Linux back then either. That was the last thing on my mind. I just wanted a functioning computer, and I was trying out Linux, and it was just a hobby looking at Linux. I still had Windows XP back then as well, you know. And yet people today are griping. They're scared of the terminal. Oh, you've got to be a programmer to use Linux. No, you haven't. Not anymore. You're coming over to Linux for the first time. I'm having no problem. This Linux Mint here is up there with CachyOS with gaming wise. Everybody says how good Cachy, and it is. It's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. CachyOS is fantastic. Really, really is. But I'm using X11. I'm using Xfce, and I'm getting really good frame rates. Games are coming out really well. Everything I've chucked at Linux Mint, it's just said yes to. And that's the stability that I need. Last night scared the shit out of me when I installed upgraded my NVIDIA driver to that, because it started flicking on the bloody window. I thought, right, there's got to be a fix for this somewhere. So I went online and, what's its name? Leo, for me, in Brave, came up with this for me. He said, yeah, that should sort you out. Okay, so Leo and the rest of the AI stuff that's in your web browsers, they just go off on the internet to find whatever, right? Find other documentation on the question that you've asked it. But yeah, well, that's, you know, I thought, yeah, is this going to work or not? Is this really it? I've never heard of this command before. And I hadn't. I've never, ever seen these commands before. And like I say, I only used the top one and rebooted, come back in, everything tickety-boo. No more flicking or anything like that. I don't know. People have been mollycoddled too much with Windows where everything's there for them. And they come on over to Linux thinking that it's the same. You've got to get rid of that Windows mindset. If you're coming on over to Linux, get rid of your Windows mindset, because it's a whole different ball game altogether. Especially if you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna need programming skills. Not if you come over to something like Linux Mint first. You will hardly need to touch the terminal. I like using the terminal because for me it works and it's quicker for doing most things inside the terminal than what it is through a GUI. Even though the GUI will do the same thing, it might do it a little bit slower than what it does in the terminal. But hey ho. Now I'm recording this video and rendering a video at the same time through my graphic card, through my 4060 Ti thing. There we go. If I go on over to this workspace, here's the game that I was playing this morning. Got another 43 minutes yet before it's rendered, but I've got it rendering at the slowest because I want the best ultra high quality. I've got it on. This is DaVinci Resolve. It's just doing it. It's going to take 43 minutes because it's over 4 hours and 24 minutes long. And this is only the first bloody episode. I was getting pissed off. I was thinking, well, all the others only took like 3 hours. This is going on for like 5 hours. I thought, oh, for God's sake. But I will stitch them together because I want to get games up all in one. So yeah, so that's why I've called it House of Ashes 1 in brackets. So I'm going to stick the two together once I've finished this game. But yeah, I've just been having fun in Linux of late. That's all I've been doing. And for that bloody driver to come on down, or two drivers to come on down, and the recommended one was the 590, but I've had no problem with it, apart from the flicking of apps that were open, and it was just screen flickering and making things disappear. And it was all to do with VBlank that's embedded inside Xfce. So you just got to switch that off. Oh, God almighty, eh? If it ain't one thing, it's another, isn't it? Really is. Where's it all going? But at least I've now got a command in order to be able to say, right, switch that off, and everything tickety-boo. And everything is running tickety-boo. Everything's just fantastic. This is pretty quick, even though I've got it set as slow. It said at the beginning it'll take about an hour to do. Well, it's already been 20-odd minutes. 20 minutes in. We're at, well, it's over an hour. I mean, well over an hour in now of the actual video itself, of its rendering. Absolutely amazing. And I'm recording this video at the same time. Who'd have thought? Funk it, eh? Anyway, that is it from me now. I'll leave that down below for you, all right? And it works. And thanks to the people that come up with it and come up with the fix for it as well. I don't know who they are, because it was Leo who told me about that when I put the question into Brave. But yeah, come up with that. Thank you so much, because that saves me pulling my hair out and being angered at everything. So there's always help on out there, and that's another thing that I like about Linux, is that there's always help on out there. And I'm one of those people who like to help other people. So this helps you if you're using Xfce and you've got a desktop and you've got NVIDIA card and you've just installed the new update, or just installed Linux Mint altogether, and you're ending up with problems. Don't just go off to another bloody distro. Give Xfce a chance. Because I tell you, I'm having the time of my life, and this is in X11, away from bloody Wayland. I'm able to play my games. Everything tickety-boo, mate. Anyway, this is really it now. I am out of here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you those individual people for watching. I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, because thing about me with with YouTube. I don't use other multimedia bloody things to send on and all that. Other media ways of advertising my videos, because I don't want them advertised. I don't care how many views this video gets. I don't care how many views any of my videos get. I really don't. I couldn't give a flying monkey's armpit. I really couldn't. Anyway, so that is it from me. Really it is. I'm going. Are you? You don't look like it. Well, I am. I'm going. Are you? Yes, I'm going. Are you? Yes, I am. I'm going. Are you? Yes, I am. I'm going. Really? Yes, I am. Bye-bye for now.